Hi there. Okay, so today we talk about Earth's Fury Unleashed, navigating extreme weather and seismic events. In an era marked by climate change and shifting geological patterns, the frequency and intensity of extreme weather and seismic events become a stark reality. From the devastating winds of hurricanes to the unforeseen peril of earthquakes, our planet demonstrates its might through natural phenomena that can cause widespread destruction. Understanding these forces and preparing for their impact is crucial for safeguarding communities and minimizing the toll on human life and infrastructure. The wrath of winds, hurricanes, tornadoes, and severe storms embody the raw power of nature's wind. This meteorological behemoth can uproot trees, devastate homes, and disrupt entire communities. Hurricanes with their massive scale bring not only fierce winds but also torrential rains and flooding, while tornadoes, through their more localized, strike with sudden ferocity and can obliterate anything in their path. So to stay safe, it's vital to have an evacuation plan in place, especially for those living in high-risk areas. Securing property by reinforcing windows and doors and preparing an emergency kit filled with essentials such as water, food, medication, and important documents can be life-saving. Staying informed through weather alerts and having a safe room or predetermined shelter can significantly reduce the risk associated with these violent winds. The deluge from above. This is rain. Extreme rainfall and flooding events have become more frequent and intense, overloading drainage systems, eroding landscapes, and displacing communities. The causes vary from tropical storms to sudden cloudbursts, but the effect is invariably the same: inundated homes and farmlands, contaminated water supplies, and disrupted lives. To mitigate the impact of floods can be done through installing flood barriers or sandbags, elevating critical utilities above potential water levels, and securing flood insurance can offer a measure of protection. Awareness of local floods, plains, and having a family emergency plan that includes evacuation routes and meeting points is equally crucial. The other phenomena of Earth's fury is the Earth Trembles, and this is earthquakes, which strike without warning, shaking the very foundation of our world. Their unpredictability and potential for destruction make them particularly fearsome. The key to mitigate earthquake risks lies in preparedness and resilient construction. Buildings designed to withstand seismic forces, along with adherence to safety practices like the drop, cover, and hold on method can save lives. The drop, cover, and hold on method can save lives. Families should prepare emergency kits, plan evacuation routes, and ensure that all members know how to use emergency communication plan. Furthermore, securing heavy furniture and appliances can prevent them from becoming hazards during an earthquake event. So what are some of the comprehensive safety strategies that we can implement to make sure that we are not adversely affected by this Earth's fury, inclement weather, earthquakes, tornadoes, typhoons, hurricanes, etc.? So nowadays there is advanced technology and early warning systems that play a critical role in minimizing the impact of natural disasters. Staying informed through weather apps, emergency alert systems, and community warning mechanisms can provide precious time to take protective action. Building community resilience through education and shared resources enhances the collective ability to withstand and recover from disasters. And in terms from engineering, there are also strategies that play a crucial role in ensuring public safety in the face of Earth's fury. These include extreme weather events and seismic activities. So these strategies involve a combination of innovative design, technology, application, and adherence to safety standards and codes to mitigate risks and protect lives and property. Some of the key strategies used by engineers to enhance civilian safety. 1. Building earthquake-resistant structures. And this is done by base isolation. This is a technique that decouples a structure from ground motion during an earthquake, using base isolators to absorb seismic waves, thus minimizing building movement. The other thing that civil engineers specify for building is called shear walls. We have got cross bracing and moment resisting frames. These structural elements are designed to withstand lateral forces during an earthquake, ensuring buildings remain standing and intact. Also, retrofitting older buildings, strengthening existing structures with modern materials and techniques to improve their resistance to earthquakes. If you know your structure is a little bit weak, and in previous earthquake events you have seen some damages being incurred in the structure, then it is high time that you need to retrofit your building just to make sure the next earthquake event you are going to be safe. The second strategy for engineers is flood mitigation techniques, and this is normally done by raising the foundation of the buildings in flood-prone areas to prevent water ingress or intrusion. Also building what we call flood barriers or levees. These are physical barriers that are constructed to protect against rising waters, often complemented by advanced materials and designed to improve effectiveness and durability. Also, during these extreme rainfall events or flooding, it is essential that rainwater harvesting facilities or structures are put in place, and these systems capture the excess rain and also helps to manage rainwater, reducing runoff and the risk of flooding. If in an urban area, most of the buildings have got rain harvesting mechanism, so a lot of water, instead of going to the ground run of water, it will be captured in these water harvesting systems, put in underground tanks or plastic tanks or etc., whichever reservoir that you've got, thereby reducing what we call ground runoff, which almost builds up to be the runoff that leads to flooding around our communities. Also, as part of the strategy, more so in the western region or Europe, we've got tornado and hurricane resistant design. So whereby reinforced concrete and steel frames utilize strong materials and construction techniques to withstand high winds. Also, impact resistant windows and doors. These are installed and are specially designed windows and doors that can resist debris impact, reducing the risk of structural breach. The other thing is aerodynamic shaping, designing buildings to reduce wind loads by allowing high winds to flow around the structure more easily. The fourth strategy that is used again by engineers is early warning and monitoring systems. All over the world, there are seismic monitoring networks. So deploying a network of sensors to detect early signs of earthquakes, allowing for timely warnings. You've heard a lot of advisories that there will be a category 2 earthquake hitting the shores of maybe hitting a certain area, maybe in Japan, or maybe in San Francisco in America. These are earthquake prone areas, so they have got very good seismic monitoring networks. Also, weather forecasting and storm tracking. This utilizes satellite technology and meteorological data to predict and track severe weather events, providing communities with advance notices. The other thing that also needs to be taken into consideration is infrastructure resilience. What does this mean? Smart grid technology, developing power networks that can detect and respond to faults more quickly, reducing the impact of outages. This means when there are these extreme weather events, our access to the grid or our power supply remains intact. Remember, without power, you cannot communicate, you cannot keep yourself warm, you cannot cook, you cannot light, so it exacerbates the situation during these extreme weather conditions. So when we build this smart grid technology, they help us in this regard. So developing power networks that can detect and respond to faults more quickly, reducing the impact of outages. Critical infrastructure protection, ensuring facilities such as hospitals, emergency services, and water treatment plants are fortified against disasters, maintaining essential services during and after events. Community preparedness and urban planning is another strategy. So engineers do zoning and land use planning, regulating land use based on risk assessments to minimize exposure to hazards. Public education and evacuation planning, informing the public about risk and preparedness measures, and planning for efficient evacuation routes and shelters. Engineers are constantly innovating and applying new technologies to improve safety measures. By integrating these strategies into the design and construction of buildings and infrastructure, they significantly contribute to safeguarding communities against devastating effects of natural disasters. So in conclusion, in the face of Earth's fury, preparation and knowledge are our best defenses. By understanding the nature of these extreme events and implementing practical safety measures, individuals and communities can navigate the challenges posed by extreme weather and seismic events. Assessing one's preparedness level and taking steps to improve it is not just prudent, it is essential for survival in our ever-changing world. So this is the message we want to bring to you during this time around the world where the Earth's fury is being felt in terms of extreme tropical storms. In the southern Africa, we have experienced this tropical storm that is called Felipe. If you go to America, in Texas, there are wildfires that are raging now. Snow have piled up to even 6-meter height. cars are making accidents. So yeah, this message is very important in terms of making sure that you monitor your weather tracking systems and apps. You stock up in terms of supplies. You communicate and make sure that in the community or in the neighborhood, you are your neighbor's keeper. You monitor the flood levels around and make sure that your house is not inundated. And yeah, as I said, you are your brother's keepers. Monitor the advisory alerts that are issued by governments and weather tracking stations to make sure that you are in the know. So with this information, we hope you are now more than educated. So thank you again, and we hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, we call upon you to subscribe and be our part of our audience. So thank you.
Before you leave, our team will be very happy if you can give this video a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you can be notified every time we upload a new video. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next video.